Hey, it's me, Ver, and I've come from the recesses of my bedroom to record another video. This one's going to be about female dating strategy. Surprising, right? Did you know that women had dating strategies? When I first came upon this sub, I didn't really know about any strategies. I wasn't even aware that women needed strategies. I know that there are some dudes who have quote and unquote strategies that they take when approaching dating and shit. But and I've never really thought about it, me personally at least. But then again, I don't date much, so anyways, it turns out that there's someone who apparently need to have an entire community dedicated to dating strategy, and that's what I'm gonna explore today. R/female dating strategy. So the first one that I'm gonna go through is this post entitled "Left Him at a Cafe." So we're already starting kind of spicy, and this is probably one of the most interesting ones that I've read on here so far. So it says, I had been messaging this guy from Old for a little over a week. Old means over online. I think it means online dating. So they've been messaging maybe on Tinder, right? We had initially made a dinner date for last Saturday, but his sister's ride from the airport fell through, so we decided to reschedule. Then the COVID-19 stuff started. This was early on in COVID-19. And then the COVID-19 stuff started to amplify, and now my city's on a stay-at-home unless it's essential protocol. All restaurants are closed for dining in. Well, I was bored from staying in the house and curious to meet him, so accepted a date to this pretty outdoor cafe. I know it's not FDS, but literally nothing is open, and I believed he genuinely tried for dinner. Well, I show up at the cafe, and he texts me that he's already sitting. I walk up and he has water. As I go to sit, he said, "Oh, would you like anything?" I said, "Sure," and he proceeds to gesture me towards the register as he remains seated. I'm bewildered. This guy can't even bring himself to buy me a coffee. Can't even stand up to walk me to the cafe. As I fume in line, I think about all the other things I could be doing in the next hour that are more worthwhile than entertaining this effeminate male. Then it hit me. I don't have to stay. I ordered my tea to go and walked past him out the door saying, I need to go get something from my car. Got to the car, instantly blocked and deleted, and drove my happy ass home. Ver speaking again, I kinda doubt that this woman is happy. She seems super critical, and usually super critical people are not happy, but that's besides the point. I'll continue reading. Old me. Nice girl me. Would have stayed. I would have even hid my disappointment to try to make him interested in me. I'm on that queen shit now. Thank you, FDS. And then she posts an edit. I'll read that later. So, what basically happens is that she comes to this restaurant, she meets the guy, and the guy doesn't exactly meet up to her arguably high expectations. So she jumps to this conclusion that he's an effeminate man for simply pointing her to the register. And she gets super pissed. She goes to the line, she gets super fucking pissed, and then decides to tell the guy that she's gonna go get something from her car, and then she just straight up drops him. She just dumps her date like that, which is messed up. Thinking from the point of view from the guy, right? You arrive to your date early, right? So you're sitting down, you're waiting, and then is he drinking a coffee when she arrives? Hold on. Okay, yeah, so he has a glass of water. You're sitting down, you're enjoying your glass of water, and then your date shows up, and she looks at you, you look at her, you probably exchange greetings, you say hello to her, she says hello to you, and you're curious, hey, like, maybe she wants to get food, maybe she's hungry. Tell her where the register is so she can get food and you can sit down and just like have a conversation while eating, you know? While I'm not exactly sure of dating etiquette, I don't see much wrong with that. So yeah, again, from the point of view from the guy, you're sitting down and your date goes to the line. She comes back, right? She tells you, hey, I left something in my car. You see her go to her car. You see her walk into her car, start the engine, and drive away. All while just drinking your cup of water. That is super fucked. I would be so devastated by that. Like, I'd be wondering, what did I do to cause this? Like, especially if you're like an insecure kind of guy, like, you would be thinking about all your insecurities. Is it the way I look? Did I say something? And like, why did this happen? Like, why did this seemingly normal woman just decide to up and leave? Like, just drive away, you know? Like, why? The reason why is the sub. Like, you have posts like this cropping up all the time about women elevating themselves above men that they deem as lower than them and treating them like shit. And like, they even have an entire wiki, right, of how they define men. Like, they have HVMs and LVMs. HVMs are apparently high value males who have qualities that they idolize, and LVMs are men that are deemed worthless. And like you saw here, she deemed this guy an LVM because he didn't walk her to the line. So she deemed him an LVM because he didn't do that, and decided to treat him as lower and just like leave him without even telling why. So yeah, that's the post. She makes an edit that I said I would read, but upon reading it again, it's unimportant. It's about her dentist appointment, and it doesn't really relate much to the post. So I'll read you some of the comments. You'd think that the comments would call her out on this, right? Like, you read this and you go, wow, that's clearly fucked up. And you'd think that the comments would say something like, you went a bit too far, or this is not a situation where your reaction was exactly justified. But I'ma read you them, right? First comment. Unreal. What really gets me is that he asked you if you wanted anything and then just continued to sit on his ass. If this happens again, when he asks you if you want anything, you sit there and say, sure, I'll have XXX, thanks, and give him a big smile. They should be forced to vocalize and fully own their low value cheap assery. And you have people saying like, oh my god, this is gold, make him feel full of shame, and then lol, that's hilarious, you'd be stuck entertaining this fool. It's just, you know, a lot of shit. And then more people just like ragging on him. This woman says any guy who's trying to start a relationship during COVID is a low value male. A HVM, a high value male, is not putting themselves, their housemates, other people at risk by going out and socializing in any capacity. Stop trying to date right now. Which would ironically make this woman a low value female, because she also decided to go out and date. Hey again, Ver After Hours here. I'd just like to say that I don't believe there is such a thing as a low value male and a low value female. I think it's incredibly disturbing to try to classify people like that, but I just like to say that what I'm trying to do is point out how these women lack self-awareness. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Thank you. But no, apparently, like, no woman can be low value, because you know, that's just how they operate, I guess. They don't have this self-awareness to realize that. She also refers to herself as a queen in the post, which, you know, like, anybody who refers to themselves as a queen probably thinks they're above other people, which is just another shitty thing about this. Lastly, this video is like 10 minutes long, so this is the only post that I'm gonna do, but this last one also highlights another thing about the sub. She says, after reading all the anti-FDS comments and unpopular opinion posts about FDS cross posted here, this is why FDS advocates men pay. And FDS does actually advocate that men should always foot the bill when going on dates with women. And that also highlights the level of self-entitlement that women who post here have. Like, why should they pay for you? Like, they don't know you. I mean, yeah, it's a very kind thing if you decide to like 100% foot the bill for the other person, but why are you exempt from doing that? Wouldn't it be nice on your part if you decided to foot the bill for the guy? Like, that would be the kind thing to do, but like the kind thing to do don't really like occur to these women. And I personally believe that you should split the bill 50-50, because you know, sometimes times are rough and like you can't expect someone to just like buy you the entire dinner, especially if you're gonna like order a lot of shit, which I have no doubt that these ladies do. But anyways, if you want me to go further into like the FDS stuff, female dating strategy, like leave it in the comments. Like, I would love to like go further into this, but you know, it's kind of toxic, so I'm not gonna just like make it on my own. I could also read you the wiki. The wiki is very interesting, and it kind of houses their beliefs about dating and their worldview on men and women overall. So, you know, if you want to see that, tell me. Anyways, it's been nice talking, and I'll see you in the next video that I make. Hopefully not 3 months from now.